What's up, Jared? We're here to do the weekly set review of Monday Night Raw. To start off the show, CM Punk opened up the show, coming out, talking about how at SummerSlam he's going to go one-on-one with Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship, and he's going to win his first ever WWE Championship since returning back in 2023 and everything. Then he was interrupted by Gunther, and they pretty much went back and forth about who's going to win at SummerSlam and everything. Your basic, pretty much setting up a championship match promo. It was nothing crazy. I don't remember it ending in a brawl or anything. I think it just ended pretty much. So they started the show off with CM Punk and Gunther. This match should be freaking awesome though at SummerSlam. I'm looking forward to it a lot. Both of them should put on a banger of a match, but I don't see Gunther losing the title to CM Punk. Then we had another banger. The second match of this, I'm assuming to be a trilogy of Sheamus and Rusev. Sheamus has finally defeated Rusev for the first time ever. He defeated Rusev. They put on a banger of a match. Rusev tried using that exposed turnbuckle, but this time it wasn't useful like last time. He used it last time against Sheamus. Sheamus used it against Rusev, and Sheamus picked up the victory. So I'm assuming they're a trilogy match. Like their third match will be either at SummerSlam or on another Monday Night Raw or something. But they've been putting on weekly bangers. Monday Night Raw was 3 weeks ago. They had their first match, and then they set up this second match, and Sheamus picked up the victory. Then we had a number one contenders match for the tag titles, which the tag champs are obviously Jaden McDonough and Finn Balor. This match wasn't terrible, but wasn't great. Kind of a train wreck and everything because it was a triple threat tag match. We had some interference with Ivy Nile and stuff, and the LWO and everything. But the LWO ended up picking up the victory up by pinning the New Day. The New Day was very upset about this, them losing their chance to become the number one contenders for the tag championships. So the LWO are now the number one contenders for the tag team championships. Obviously, I don't think they're going to win, but I guess it'll be a good first tag team for the Judgment Day to defend their tag titles against. Then Bayley and Lila Valkyria had a tag together after last week. After Lila Valkyria beat up Bayley, they had a tag together against Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. Obviously, there were some disagreements in between the match with Bayley and Lila Valkyria, but before that, Becky Lynch came out and had a promo. Boring. He said, I already forgot about it, and that's why I came back to this. Becky Lynch as a champion, or just being on the top star right now into the big 2025, oh my God, it's so boring. Holy, it's just, move on, Becky Lynch. We do not need you anymore. Lila Valkyria interrupted her, and Becky Lynch said, if you lose against me at SummerSlam for the Intercontinental Championship, you never can fight for the Intercontinental Championship ever again while I'm a champion. And then the set up the tag match, obviously, that was already announced. During this tag match, Dominic Mysterio got taken out, and then he was laying out on the ground, and the Dr. AJ Styles performed CPR on him, and Dominic Mysterio ran away from AJ Styles, later to announce backstage that he had his doctor appointment to see if he was cleared or not, and he was cleared, and we found out by Dominic Mysterio attacking AJ Styles and telling him he'll see him at SummerSlam for the Intercontinental Championship. I hope AJ Styles wins this, or have Finn Balor screw over Dominic Mysterio and have AJ Styles win it or something. I don't know. I would love to see AJ Styles as a champion once again because AJ Styles is so entertaining. Sadly, though, I think AJ Styles is not going to win this match at SummerSlam. Back to the tag match, though. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez ended up picking up the victory, obviously, against Bayley and Lila Valkyria, because Bayley went for the tag. Becky Lynch took out Lila Valkyria, grabbed her from the edge of the ring, and threw her into the steel steps, and Raquel Rodriguez took advantage and picked up the victory for her team of Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. Then it was Karrion Kross versus Sami Zayn. Finally, Sami Zayn is getting his revenge on Karrion Kross after the past couple weeks of Karrion Kross attacking Sami Zayn and pretty much saying he could not wrestle. He still had the taped up ribs and everything. This match was pretty good and everything. And finally, WWE did a smart decision. And Karrion Kross won. He cheated. Scarlett gave him the metal pipe. He hit him while Scarlett distracted the ref, hit Sami Zayn right in the ribs again, and picked up the victory. And Karrion Kross, so I'm assuming this has got to lead to a match of Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn at SummerSlam, which is awesome, getting Karrion Kross get this somewhat minor of a push. I mean, it should be bigger than this, but something's better than nothing. But it's awesome to see Karrion Kross getting a win on a semi-main roster wrestler. I wouldn't say, not main roster, I meant main eventer. Because I wouldn't say Sami Zayn is a big-time main eventer, like Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes or something. But I would say he's a semi-main eventer, kind of like Jey Uso, I would say. But It was very big for Karrion Kross to pick up this victory. I can't even remember the last time Karrion Kross won a match on a Monday Night Raw, so pretty big for Karrion Kross. Then it was Io Sky versus Stephanie McGuire. This match was going great until Chelsea Green and her goons came out, Piper Niven and Alba Fire. They interrupted the match. The match now being disqualification. They were attacking Io Sky. Not Io Sky, they were attacking Stephanie McGuire. Io Sky and Stephanie McGuire teamed up together, but it wasn't enough. But they were actually able to chase them off for a little bit. But Naomi attacked Io Sky from behind, and then it was everybody just jumping them. And then Rhea Ripley music hit. Rhea Ripley comes out. They take out all Chelsea Green's people. They take out Naomi. Naomi runs, and then Chelsea Green gets riptide by Rhea Ripley in the middle of the ring. So I'm assuming this storyline with Chelsea Green and Stephanie McGuire and Nikki Bella and Piper Niven and everything will lead to a match at SummerSlam. It'll probably be like a tag match of Nikki Bella and Stephanie McGuire versus Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, maybe. Even though Nikki Bella was not involved in this, the whole reason why Stephanie McGuire has been dealing with Chelsea Green is because she's been defending Nikki Bella on the past couple of Monday Night Raws. Then we had our main event. It wasn't even a match. It was Paul Heyman coming out with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, trying to get some words in before Roman Reigns came out. But Roman Reigns' music hits. Roman Reigns comes up, says how Paul Heyman is a dumbass because Paul Heyman tried getting Roman Reigns to join Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker to lead them while Seth Rollins is gone for a long time with his injury. And Roman Reigns calls him a dumbass. He goes 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, I would have believed you because I thought you were a wise man. Now you're just a dumbass. You thought you're the reason why the bloodline was so successful, which is wrong because you're a dumbass. You thought the bloodline was just another wrestling faction. It wasn't. It was God's creation of a family because you're a dumbass for believing that. Just going back and forth on Paul Heyman, just ripping and shreds and everything. And then Braun Breaker takes the mic and Braun Breaker cuts a promo on Roman Reigns how he is the old dog. He's old news. He was relevant 5 years ago. He's no longer the top star. Braun Breaker's the up-and-coming star. Roman Reigns is like, well, man, I didn't even hear what a word you said. How about you try on my mic? Toss his mic to him and hit Braun Breaker with the Superman punch. Then Bronson Reed attacked Roman Reigns, and they caught him off guard with the two of them. Braun Breaker hit a spear on Roman Reigns. They're beating up Roman Reigns. They're about to hit a tsunami on Roman Reigns. When Jey Uso's music hits, Jey Uso comes down, saves his cousin Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns and Jey Uso hit a double spear. One spear on Braun Breaker from Jey Uso, and one spear to Bronson Reed from Roman Reigns. And Jey Uso and Roman Reigns stand tall. I'm assuming this is going to set up a tag match with Jey Uso and Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed at SummerSlam. It's just the thing that makes sense and everything with the storyline right now. But overall, a pretty good main event promo. Roman Reigns cut one hell of a promo on Paul Heyman talking about how he betrayed him for his best friend that he hadn't talked to in like 10 years and everything. He's a dumbass for believing all this stuff about him thinking he's a wise man and stuff. Him trying to recruit Roman Reigns into his group, which I thought that was really random since last week Roman Reigns attacked him and everything. Why is Paul Heyman trying to recruit him? Obviously, the crowd's chanting, "You sold out" and everything, but I just thought that was kind of random and weird. I didn't really like that, but obviously they shut it down real fast. Braun Breaker having a good promo against Roman Reigns, like they're clearly, they see Braun Breaker as the bigger star over Bronson Reed, even though Bronson Reed's in this group. I can tell just by how they're pushing Braun Breaker more. He's the next big thing and everything. He had a good promo against Roman Reigns, and he had the spear and everything on him, laying him out partly before Jey Uso came out for the save. But overall, this Monday Night wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. So I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. It was, in my opinion, it was better. It's not as good as last week. Last week overall was a really good show. This week was meh compared to last week, honestly, because last week we had the 5-man gauntlet match, which was a banger. The return of Roman Reigns and some other stuff. I will say the Sheamus Rusev match was a banger. The whole main event thing was pretty good, and seeing Karrion Kross get that win was great. So I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. This is JRW. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.